Hey, what's up everybody? It's Dansg08 here with a little hangout video for you guys. This is going to be a little bit kind of different to what I usually do. It's just going to be simple, just kind of a lot more chatty than usual. Not kind of me standing in front of the camera and talking to you guys. So going to be a little bit more low key, and you're going to be watching me playing Super Mario Brothers online. When I say online, that doesn't mean like against other people or anything, it just means like on the internet. But I mean, this is actually one of the first games that I ever remember playing, and I used to love this game. And every now and again, like maybe once a year, I'll just go back and play it a little bit, just to relive some old memories. So yeah, this is going to be running in the background while I chat to you guys about what's going on. And yeah, I mean, this video is pretty much only for those genuinely interested in the channel and you know what's going to be happening. If you know, it's probably going to be quite long and boring. So if you're not interested in this, just click away. I don't mind. But if you guys are sticking around, then you'll be able to hear kind of what's been happening and what I plan to do for the summer. So you know, I've been working hard at this YouTube thing for a while now, and especially the last 6 months, it's been really intense. It's been quite a roller coaster. I mean, I've uploaded over 100 videos in the last 6 months. I've had some, you know, dizzying highs with the BioShock movie and the Last of Us movie and that kind of stuff. And you know, I've had some pretty big lows as well with the 3-week account suspension. I mean, some of you guys might remember that. I got some copyright strikes, and my account was suspended for 3 weeks. So that was a pretty scary time. And you know, the commentary series on BioShock Infinite was terrible as well. I mean, most of those videos have like 200 views. But you know, all in all, the last 6 months has just been, you know, fantastic for my channel. It's just been, things have improved so much. You know, the views, the subscribers, you know, the interaction has been, you know, it couldn't have gone any better than it did. So I'm just really happy about how things have gone for the past 6 months. So those of you that have kind of listened to my hangouts and listened to some commentary stuff before, you'll know that, you know, I've never made it a secret that I want to move on to other things, and you know, I don't want to be this, you know, YouTube guy for the rest of my life. So you know, I have other goals, you know, filmmaking, maybe, you know, one day being a director, writing my own scripts, you know, that kind of stuff. It's always, you know, for the past few years, that's been my dream, and I'm going to kind of move out to Turkey in order to pursue that dream next year. But until that time, I'm going to keep this channel running and get it to as good a place as possible, so that when I do one day leave, there's going to be, you know, a whole load of content there that people are going to be able to enjoy, you know, long after I'm done uploading videos. So that's the goal. That's what I've been working towards, and you know, it's been going really well so far. If I could just have, you know, one more year of, you know, uploading video content all the time, you know, new releases, movie versions, all this kind of stuff, I'm pretty sure that, you know, by next summer, when I do plan to move out, then hopefully this channel should be, you know, a lot bigger than it is even now, and that should kind of be able to keep itself running for a long time to come. I'm actually going on holiday in 4 days. I'm feeling, you know, pretty worn out. You know, the competition on YouTube is really intense. You know, fighting for views against these bigger channels is really difficult. We have to work a lot harder than they do to try and get views in, and you know, this means, you know, trying to find ways to get the game early, and you know, working around the clock to record and edit stuff before you know, the release date. Sometimes we have to take risks and break embargoes, because you know, if we all upload at the same time, they just take over all of the search results, and you know, no one even gets a sniff at any of the views. So you know, sometimes that pays off. You know, BioShock Infinite, it paid off for me. You know, it's sitting on over 400,000 views. But sometimes it doesn't pay off. Metal Gear Solid Rising, you know, I lost my channel for 3 weeks as a result of breaking the embargo for that. So you know, you win some, you lose some. But you know, as I've mentioned a lot of times, I have to try and do what I can to get the views in, because you know, it's going to sound a bit cynical, but if you ask me, I think pretty much most of the YouTubers that are kind of, I would say, adults, you know, over the age of 21, and that have more than 10,000 subs, these guys are doing it because they're earning money, and you know, because they want to turn this into their job. You know, either it is their job or they're trying to make it into their job. So what I think is, if you know, tomorrow YouTube, you know, something happened and they said no one's allowed to monetize their videos ever again, then I'm pretty sure that most of your, you know, favorite big YouTubers would pretty much stop making content and just leave YouTube, because you know, maybe 4 years ago it wasn't about the monetization or the money, but things have changed. You know, YouTube is now a viable career option. So for a lot of people, you know, they're doing this as a career. So if YouTube something were to happen, you know, like I said, most of these channels would probably just stop making content, or they just, you know, move on to a different platform and just cross promote whatever they're doing. So you know, I'm not too different. You know, for the first 4 years or so, you know, from 2008 to early 2012, you know, views weren't really, you know, that important. It was, you know, if I got 1,000 views a day, I was really happy. You know, it didn't matter too much to me. I just wanted to get my content out there, you know, for people to see. But, you know, in order to pursue my goals, I'm going to move abroad, and you know, when it comes to careers and that kind of stuff, you never know what's going to happen, and especially when you move to a new country, you always need to have money in the bank. And so that's what I've been trying to do with this YouTube stuff, try and save money. And you know, once I do move out there, if the YouTube channel is still being successful, you know, I can still keep things ticking over, even if, you know, the transition period takes some time. So that's why I'm trying to focus on views and growing the channel a lot more than I ever used to. And you know, I hope this doesn't, you know, come across the wrong way and kind of makes you guys think, you know, oh, he's only doing it for the money. To some extent I am, but you know, you guys have to see it from the angle that I like to do things that, you know, are fun for me and that are enjoyable. If I wanted to, like I've mentioned before, I have an economics degree. If I wanted to, I could have just said, why am I, you know, sitting here earning, you know, at the moment what is quite little money from YouTube, and just, you know, go out there, get a job in the finance sector and earn, you know, 50 times what I would earn from YouTube and just save up my money. I mean, that is an option for me. I could stop YouTube tomorrow and go and do that. But, you know, my kind of philosophy is that you should always do what you enjoy, and considering I have the opportunity to do something like this, you know, other than, you know, a mundane or a dead-end job that I'm not going to enjoy, I would always, you know, try and do something like this first. So, yes, you know, the money and the views is important to what I'm doing, but I'm also doing what I love, and I enjoy every minute of what I do on YouTube. But I mean, YouTube is going well enough right now, especially, you know, since the Last of Us content came out. I've reached a kind of another kind of level of views. If that keeps on going, then, you know, things are going to be great for me, you know, come next year. But, you know, a few months ago I decided to, as you guys know, I tried to find a secondary job to do as well to supplement my YouTube earnings, and that's why I did the game testing stuff again. You know, I love, you know, games, gaming, that kind of stuff, so I figured I'd do something that interested me. So I found a job in the video game industry, and, you know, that's worked out really well for me because it's a 0 hours contract, and what that means is it's completely project based. So they say to me, you know, we've got a project going on, do you want to work on it? And I can say yes or no. So that leaves me a lot of time to still work on my YouTube stuff, and if something interesting comes up, then I can always say, you know, yes, I want to do this project, and spend, you know, 2 or 3 months doing some testing and earning some extra money as well. So the kind of relationship is pretty good right now. I'm earning the kind of money that I want to be earning, so hopefully if I can keep this up for another year, then it shouldn't be any problems. But, you know, the competition is fierce, and it gets more and more difficult every day with, you know, new channels popping out. So I have to kind of stay on top of my game and keep working hard in order to keep growing this channel the way I have been. Like I've said, the last 6 months they've been pretty intense, and they've worn me out. So I'm going on holiday for about 3 weeks or so to Turkey. As you guys know, I'm Turkish. Most of my family is in Turkey, so every year we tend to go on to Turkey for our summer holidays, and that's where I'm going to be. The internet's pretty limited out there, so it's unlikely that I'm going to be, you know, around, you know, on YouTube much responding to, you know, personal messages and comments or that kind of stuff. So, you know, for 3 weeks you're pretty much not going to hear anything from me. But when I return, I will, you know, I won't be making videos again. I'm pretty much until September when GTA 5 comes out. You know, GTA 5 is likely to be my kind of comeback series. Other than that, I'm going to be spending the rest of the summer pursuing my other interests, you know, like I mentioned, you know, photography, filmmaking, writing, just, you know, chilling in general, because I haven't had, you know, but okay, you know, you're playing video games, you know, it's an easy life, but it has been pretty intense, and I want to kind of get away from the whole video games thing for a little bit and just enjoy, you know, some other stuff for a while. So over this summer until early September, there will not be any kind of major uploads from me. It's going to be some time off, and I hope, you know, you guys can understand that, because it has been a tough slog this year. So I think I deserve a little bit of a break. So, you know, that's the bad news. Like I said, no videos for the summer. But the good news is that I've decided to finally get in on the PC gaming act. So I've never owned a desktop PC before. You know, we had a family desktop that we bought in like 2003, and we used for about 3 or 4 years. But I mean, you know, other than playing Counter-Strike 1.5, that was pretty much all the gaming that I ever did on it. So, you know, this is going to be a big leap forward. I decided that, you know, considering, you know, how much time and effort I'm putting into this YouTube stuff, I want to make sure that I have, you know, some good hardware to keep, you know, bringing out good quality content. And especially with the next generation of consoles dropping as well, I figured, you know, video files are going to be bigger, you know, harder to edit, and, you know, PC gaming always, in terms of quality at least, it has the edge on console gaming. So I wanted to kind of, you know, get a piece of that action. So for my birthday this year, my parents were nice enough to say, you know, okay, fine, you know, you can build your PC, we'll help you buy the parts. So at the moment I'm in the process of kind of researching and getting some parts together for what should hopefully be a pretty decent gaming PC. You know, nothing crazy. It's not going to have like, you know, 26 graphics cards in there, but hopefully it should be good enough to bring out, you know, genuine high quality 1080p content for future games. So yeah, that's hopefully a piece of good news, and that should hopefully be sorted within, you know, the next month or so. My birthday's on August the 11th, so hopefully by around that time I should have it all built and ready to go. So what I'm going to do, obviously spend, you know, the summer kind of experimenting with stuff, seeing what I can do, you know, maybe actually, you know, get some preemptively record a few things that I'll release later on in the year. But we'll see how that goes. You know, it's going to be something that's going to be good to have under my belt. You know, editing, rendering, recording PC games. It's going to be hopefully a really nice addition to my arsenal of consoles. So we'll see how that goes. So if we look a little bit more into the future, there's going to be a lot of games dropping in the autumn and winter. Obviously, with, you know, the release of PS4 and all that kind of stuff. You know, we've got games like GTA 5 that I've mentioned, Watch Dogs, Final Fantasy 13 Part 3, Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 10 HD, Metal Gear Solid 5, Final Fantasy 13 Versus, Battlefield 4. No, I'm just joking about Battlefield. I don't really like Battlefield and Modern Warfare and all that crap. But, you know, for the games that I've listed, and, you know, probably some others that have slipped my mind right now, I'll be doing, you know, commentary and movie version work on those. So hopefully, you know, you guys will have plenty of content for the future. And unless, you know, something drastic happens, I'll keep you guys posted about, you know, what exactly I'll be uploading. Again, you know, you guys know I have Twitter, so you can follow that to keep up with what I'm doing. But I'm pretty excited about the new generation of games, you know, particularly things like Watch Dogs and, you know, Metal Gear Solid 5, GTA 5. You know, these should be hopefully, you know, pretty amazing games. And, you know, hopefully I'll be able to do some stuff for this. So we'll see. I have a final message for those of you guys following the Final Fantasy 12 movie, and, you know, that was something that was a little bit different to my other movies, because I've had to resort to help from some other YouTubers to get the content that I need. But that is pretty much the only series that's ongoing right now that I've had to put on hold. But the good news is that I will try to continue that series when I come back from Turkey. So even though I said I won't be uploading anything, I will be uploading Final Fantasy 12, the movie stuff. And I don't think there's too much more to go. There's maybe like 5 parts or something like that. So, you know, by the end of August, hopefully I'll finish uploading Final Fantasy 12. Just, you know, a few videos here and there. No particular schedule for those videos. But, you know, by the end of August, hopefully I should wrap up Final Fantasy 12 and drop a marathon edition as well. And that should be all of that stuff done, and then we'll be ready for the next generation of Final Fantasy movies. So that's it. You know, thank you guys so much for following and supporting the channel. The last 6 months have been absolutely amazing. To see where the channel's gone, and, you know, to get the feedback from you guys, it's all been fantastic. And, you know, as your channel grows, you always get exposed to the negative side of YouTube as well as the positive. But, you know, on the whole, the response and, you know, the feedback that I've received has all been so good and so positive that I really don't care about, you know, any of the negative stuff. I've been enjoying what I've been doing, and it's been, you know, fantastic. I couldn't have asked for, you know, anything better. So I hope you guys stick around for more, and, you know, just take care and have a fantastic summer. So I'll see you guys for more in early autumn. Take care.